Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nafaiza Ayuni binti Suryadi. I'm from class DPW 5A. Now I want to present about preparation needed before an interview season. This is my group member. I have 6 members in one group. Okay, I want to explain about introduction. Okay, the answer will vary depending on the type of job and company you are interviewing with. You always want to dress to make the best impression, but the outfit you choose depends on whether you're interviewing at a company with a formal dress code, at a casual straight up, or for an informal summer job or internship. Tips: dressing appropriately is important because the first judgment an interviewer makes is going to be based on how you look and what you are wearing, like men and women. Next, outfit for men. First, choose a few basic pieces. Like men fashion is relatively straightforward. By using a few basic pieces, you will be able to easily put together an outfit that is stylish, professional, and tasteful. Second, work with colors and layers. A formal look like this grey suit with a colorful button-down shirt and sweater underneath is professional but doesn't look stuffy or uptight, making it a good choice for all types of interviews. This outfit is modern and stylish, but still workplace appropriate. Third, a navy blue blazer. A navy blue blazer is a breath of fresh air from the typical black suit coat and a great addition to your interviewing wardrobe. 4. Statement ties. Ties don't have to be boring, although you should avoid anything too flashy, such as novelty ties with wacky prints. Don't be afraid to experiment with unexpected colors. 5. Go back to basics. All you have to do is choose a tie and you're ready to go because it's a simple look. So it's important to make sure that each piece of your outfit is in good condition and fits well. Make sure your button-down shirt is wrinkle-free and clean, and take the extra effort to ensure that your slacks are pressed and pleated. Last, consider adding texture. First, adding texture to your outfit lends an instance of class, sophistication, and style to an otherwise ordinary ensemble. Second, pair the blazer with a tie for a more formal environment, or use the tie for a look that is relaxed but professional. This slide is an example of outfits for men. Next, outfits for women. First, pantsuit or skirt suit. Ideally, a pantsuit is an acceptable choice for architecture interviews, but there can be exceptions depending on the firm. You may also consider wearing a sophisticated and elegant skirt suit paired with a white tailored shirt and interview stepper. Second, pairing with a sleek pair of shoes. Like men, women need a sleek pair of shoes to enhance their overall appearance irrespective of the event or occasion. We recommend opting for a mid-heel close to palm, as it always a safe choice that goes well with all attires. Second, also remember that regardless of the current shoe trend, the pair of shoes you decide to wear for your job interview should be clean, well polished, professional, and understand. and understated. Last, other details that matter. Avoid overdoing it with makeup. Instead, option for a more minimalistic look that blends with your overall professional attire. Manicure nails with a neutral polish and neatly groomed hair worn away from your face are a few other details that we would like you to take note of. Slide is example of outfits for women. Carefully examine the job description. During your prep work, you should use the employer post by discretion as a guide. The job description is a list of the qualification, qualities, and background the employer is looking for in an ideal candidate. The more you can align yourself with this detail, the more the employer will be able to see that you are qualified. The job description may also give you ideas about questions the employer may ask throughout the interview. Second, consider why you are interviewing and your qualification. Before your interview, you should have a good understanding of why you want to do the job and why you're qualified. You should be prepared to explain your interest in the opportunity and why you the best person for the role. Perform research on the company and role. Researching the company you're applying to is an important part of preparing for an interview. Not only will it help provide context for your interview conversation, but it will also help you when preparing truthful questions for your interviewers. First, research the product or service. It is important to learn all you can about the product and service the company produces and promotes. Second, research the role. This will not only prepare you with thoughtful, targeted questions about the position during the interview, but it will ensure that you are truly qualified and prepared to tackle the responsibilities if you get the job. Third, research the company culture. Modern companies usually have social media accounts and blogs that discuss their company culture and industry. This information can give you an impression of the tone and personality of the company as well as what they value. Consider your answer to common interview questions. There are some jobs that may involve a test or evaluation during the interview process. For example, if you are interviewing for a computer programming, development, or analytics role, you might also be asked to write or evaluate lines of code. It might be helpful to consult with colleagues in the industry for examples of tests they have been given to prepare. For the example question is, why do you want to work here? What are your greatest strengths here? And what interests you about this role? Okay. 6. Practice your speaking voice and body language. First, it's important to make a positive and lasting impression during the interview process. You can do this by practicing a confident, strong speaking voice and friendly, open body language. While this might come naturally to you, you might also want to spend time performing them with trusted friends or family or in front of a mirror. Learn more about how smile, handshake, strike, pronounce the word and language. Next, I pass to my partner present. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Ida Binti Samsurizan. My number matric is 03DPWF1002. So next, continue the next step. Next step is prepare several thoughtful questions for the interview. That's mean many employers feel confident about candidate who ask thoughtful question about the company and the position. So you should take time before the interview to prepare several questions for your interviews that show you have researched the company and are well served about the position. So this is examples of question you include. First question is, what does a typical day look like for a person in the position? Second, why do you enjoy working here? Third, what qualities do your most successful employees have? Then lastly is, I really enjoyed learning more about the opportunity. What are the next step in the hiring process? So the step 7, more to prepare several thoughtful questions for the interview. So the next step is conduct mock interviews. That's mean just like public speaking. So practicing interview is the best way to relieve anxiety and improve your confidence. So practice may feel tedious, but repeatedly experiencing the interview process will make you more comfortable and help you give the right impression. So if you have friends or family to help, conduct more interview as much as you can. The more you repeat your interview practice, the more confident you be during the real thing. So the next step is print a hard copy of your resume. Okay, that's mean most employers ask for digital copies of your resume with the application, but they may not have easy access to it during the interview itself. If having copying to present to multiple interviews show that you are prepared and organized, you should have at least 3 copies to provide for multiple interviews plus one for yourself to follow along. So during your preparation, read over your resume and rehearsal explanation for any gaps that may appear or other oddities can be a concern for employers. So it is best to prepare your explanation to show them that you are not a risk. So that's all the 9 step is about print a hard copy of your resume. Alright, the next step is about prepare your travel arrangement. So that's mean is job interviews tend to be stressful for most people for many reasons, but getting to the interview can be a challenge in itself. If your interview is an unfamiliar area or even an entirely new city, it can be a source of anxiety to find your way around and make sure that you show up on time. To avoid becoming too exhausted for your commute, prepare yourself to ensure everything goes smoothly on the day of the meeting. So this is example. First, leaving early. That's mean this may seem obvious, but it's better to leave with plenty of time to get to your interview, even if it's mean every way too early. So secondly is save the interview contact information. That's mean even the plenty of time for your commute, time question out of your control can still cause you to be late. If something happen and you know you be a little late, so you call your interview coordinator and make them aware of the situation. The last step is search the location in advance. So that's mean most interview are scheduled they are weeks in advance, so you have time to research the location. If your interview is close enough, you can take a day to go to the location and check out the parking, take note of the traffic, and find the shoot or office where your interview will be. So this is overall about the prepare your travel arrangement. Alright, the next step is, so the 11th step is sell yourself. That's mean one of the biggest challenge in a interview is selling yourself. Most people are uncomfortable with this idea, but presenting yourself accurately and positively does not have to feel like a sin. The truth is that you do have professional skills and experience that may set you apart from other applicants. So it's acceptable and expected for the to for you to acknowledge them to your potential employer. So whatever accomplishment you have, don't be modest about sharing them during your interview. Your potential employer wants to know that you be the right fit and that you can deliver something to the company. So they need to know all the reason that you can provide that for them. 11th step is all about sell yourself. Okay, so the next step is, alright, the last step is get ready to follow up after the interview. So after your interview, you should prepare to follow up with the employer. Doing so reminds the employer for your conversation, shows them you are genuinely interested in the position, give you the opportunity to bring out points you forgot to mention. So this is a few steps you can follow when crafting a follow-up notes. In the first paragraph, mention the specific job title and thank your interviewers. In the second paragraph, note the company's name as well as a conversation point and or goal that seems especially important to the person you spoke with. Connect the point to your experience. And last, the final paragraph is invite them to ask you any additional question and close by saying you are looking forward to hearing back. So that's all for the 12 step for preparation needed before an interview session. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you for watching and your time, and thank you. Bye. Assalamualaikum.